Science and mythology often seem to tell two different stories, yet when examined closely, they begin to intertwine, revealing a history far older than we ever imagined. In the ancient texts of Sumer, there are accounts of beings who came from the heavens, the Anunnaki. These tales, dismissed as myths, bear striking similarities to modern theories about ancient astronauts and advanced civilizations predating recorded history. Even in the Bible, there are hints of celestial beings shaping mankind's destiny. Could these gods have been real? And if so, did they leave behind clues to their existence? To find out, we must journey back to a time before time. Far, beyond the reaches of our solar system, lost in the cold void of space, a great planet wanders on an elliptical path. This is Nibiru, a world of immense power and wisdom, home to the Anunnaki, beings whose mastery of science and technology defied comprehension. For countless ages, they built a civilization unmatched in the cosmos, their knowledge rivaling even the gods of legend. But all things, even the greatest of empires, must one day face decline. Nibiru's atmosphere was failing, its golden age fading. Without a solution, their world would perish, and with it, the legacy of their race. Desperate, they turned their gaze outward, searching the stars for salvation. Their search led them to a young, vibrant planet, a world rich with resources, particularly one element that could save them: gold. This world was Earth, a place untouched by civilization, dominated by nature's wild embrace. The Anunnaki, led by their great scientist Enki, embarked on a perilous journey across the void, traveling in ships unlike anything we have ever known. As they approached, their vessels shimmered like celestial chariots, lighting up the heavens. And then they descended, touching the surface for the first time, claiming their new home. The first great settlement was named Eridu, home in the faraway, and thus the age of the gods on Earth began. The Anunnaki began their work, mining Earth's depths for gold, extracting it to sustain Nibiru. But they were not alone. Their laborers, the Igigi, a lesser race of celestial beings, were tasked with the grueling work of digging, hauling, and refining the precious metal. For centuries, they toiled in silence, but eventually exhaustion turned to anger. They were not meant for such endless labor, and one day they rebelled. Faced with this crisis, Enki sought a new solution, one that would change the course of history forever. If the Igigi would no longer work, then a new being must be created, one designed for endurance, intelligence, and servitude, a being made from the clay of the earth, but infused with the divine spark of the gods. And thus the first humans were born. At first, humanity was simple, minds unshaped, spirits untested. They knew only work, following the will of their creators. But Enki saw something greater in them. He nurtured them, guiding them, teaching them the foundations of civilization: language, agriculture, metallurgy, astronomy. These gifts, passed down from the Anunnaki, became the building blocks of the great empires to come. The first cities rose: Sumer, Babylon, and Egypt. They built temples to their gods, carved their knowledge into stone, and in time they flourished. But as humanity grew, so too did tensions among the Anunnaki. For not all gods believed in the rise of man. Enlil, the high commander of the Anunnaki, was not pleased. Unlike his brother Enki, he saw humans as nothing more than tools, disposable, replaceable, insignificant. When the Great Flood was foretold, Enlil saw it as an opportunity to erase the failed experiment of humanity. He decreed that mankind should perish, wiped from the earth like a forgotten story. But Enki defied him. He could not watch his creation suffer. In secret, he whispered into the dreams of a man named Ziusudra, warning him of the coming cataclysm. He told him to build an ark, to preserve life, and to ensure that the legacy of humanity would endure. The flood came, reshaping the land and washing away the old world. Many perished, but those who survived carried forward the knowledge and fire of the Anunnaki. The gods, having completed their work, departed the earth, returning to the heavens from which they came. But their legacy remained. The civilizations of man would rise, bearing the echoes of their creators, the myths of gods from the sky, of forbidden knowledge, of beings who walked among men. All stem from a truth long buried. And even now, as we look to the heavens, we must ask, will they return? And if they do, will we be ready? What do you think? Could the Anunnaki be more than myth? Is there a forgotten truth hidden in our past? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to uncover more lost stories of time, subscribe to Truth in Time and join us on this journey through history and beyond.